This is a batwing cut. So when I'm doing my early morning tree yelps, I'm kind of channeling all my air to one side of the call or the other. I'm kind of bubbling it like I'm really building up my diaphragm and just letting out little small bursts of air to create that little like drip, like popping tree yelp sound. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate that for you real quick. So I'll start in really, really soft when they're on the limb with those tree yelps. And then as the wood starts to kind of come to life, I'll start ramping it up a little bit at a time. When that gobbler cuts loose, I'm gonna fire off at him really aggressive, like that dominant boss hen. So I'll kind of show you what I'm doing when I do that. So he fires off, and immediately I'll but after I let out that loud series, I'll tone it down, and I don't get that aggressive again until he gets on the ground. Depending on the situation, if I can tell he's kind of hung up, I might entice him a little bit and give him a little bit louder sequence, or get a little bit more excited to entice him into coming in. But after I do the assert my dominance, I'll do some light tree yelps here and there. But after that, I really tone it down until I get ready to do my fly down cackle, which I'll show you what I'm talking about with the fly down in a second. So I'll try to build up anticipation, like the hen's on the limb swaying back and forth, and then she's gonna pitch out of the tree. And when you see my mouth going like this, that's the fly down. That's when she's pitching out of the tree. And I try to pitch it away and kind of drop a little lower to kind of show a difference in, like, paint that picture to where she's pitching out of the tree. Now, I'll carry around, I think I carry like 3 or 4 wing feathers, and I'll smack them as I do that fly down too, to simulate her wings beating off of trees, or just that sound that their wings make when they're flying out. But now, when it gets later in the season, sometimes I won't do the fly down, just because you might be getting to the point to where they're a little call shy, and I might just do wing beats, or I might do a short fly down, just like maybe a 3 or 4 note fly down, pop, 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 and do the wing beats. And then every once in a while, like early season, when they're just call happy, I mean, they're responding to everything, I'll do a fly down, and then I might try to replicate that there's 2 or 3 hens roosted in this area, and I might do multiple fly downs just to kind of paint an even bigger picture that there's several hens up there to entice that longbeard into coming in. But I'm hoping that sounds decent on that end, because with these on, I don't know, it sounded different to me. So we'll see how it turns out. But I mean, this is your basic roost, what I would consider a roost segment. Now, when they're on the ground, I'll do some light purrs and some light clucks, and I can show you what I'm talking about with those. The reeds are kind of sticking a little bit tonight, but as the morning goes on, they'll break free and start sounding a little bit better. But that's a basic cluck and purr, which when they get in that sub 50 or 60 range where you can't really see them, some scratching in the leaves and some light clucks and purrs will it'll bring them the rest of the way in. And practicing something like that at the house is way easier to do, and you won't have your wife nagging at you that you're just in there, just letting a call rip and driving everybody in the house crazy. I mean, it's very simple to master the light stuff. Just But that light stuff kills more birds than the loud, aggressive, nasty, like cutting, and you can overcall to a bird, and the light stuff is where it's at. It simply kills birds.
Dude, I really appreciate you coming on and bringing your calls and just chatting with us about turkeys. Hopefully you guys found this not only a little bit entertaining with our minor banter, but also educational, especially those of you guys that are really getting into this. Turkeys, they're as fun as it gets. You know, the only thing that really could compare probably is elk, but I mean, it's hard enough to find good populations of turkeys. You're going to have to drive for a second, to find some good populations of elk to hunt for the most part. So we're not all Rick Cates in Kentucky who gets like a 1,000% chance to draw a tag. I'm just kidding. He hasn't drawn yet, but I just think that they should let me hunt elk. But anyway, man, really appreciate you. Hopefully we get to share a tree together and call in a bird. I kind of owe you a few call-ins anyway.
We're long overdue on hunting together anyways.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
Chris is going to be jealous when you and I get to hunt together.
Oh, dude.
We've only hunted.
It was just the one time.
Just the one time.
Yeah.
But it was good.
That was a good morning.
If you, I won't make a joke at Josh because I'm going to spare him this time. You guys have fun. That being said, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. This has been the Mobile Hunter Podcast, and we really appreciate you. Have a good one.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.